A sole proprietor, also known as a sole trader, is an individual who owns and operates a business alone. This is the simplest and most common form of business organization, particularly for small businesses and individual entrepreneurs. Key characteristics of a sole proprietor. 1. Single ownership, individual control. A sole proprietorship is owned and managed by one individual, who makes all the decisions regarding the business operations. Full responsibility. The owner is fully responsible for all aspects of the business, including finances, operations, and management. 2. Unlimited liability. Personal liability. The sole proprietor has unlimited liability, meaning personal assets can be used to satisfy business debts and obligations. There is no legal distinction between the owner's personal and business assets. Risk consideration. Unlimited liability poses a significant risk, especially if the business accumulates substantial debts or faces legal claims. 3. Simple formation. Ease of setup. Establishing a sole proprietorship is straightforward and involves minimal legal formalities compared to other business structures. Registration and permits. Depending on the nature of the business and local regulations, the owner may need to register the business name, obtain licenses, or permits. 4. Taxation pass-through. Taxation. Sole proprietors report business income and expenses on their personal income tax returns using Schedule C, Form 1040 in the U.S. Self-employment tax. Sole proprietors are subject to self-employment tax, which covers Social Security and Medicare contributions. Advantages of a sole proprietorship. 1. Full control and flexibility. Decision-making. The sole proprietor has complete control over all business decisions, allowing for quick and flexible responses to business needs and opportunities. Operational freedom. The owner can manage the business according to personal preferences and goals, without needing to consult partners or shareholders. 2. Simplicity and cost efficiency. Low startup costs. Establishing a sole proprietorship requires minimal initial investment and legal costs. Simple administration. The administrative burden is lighter compared to corporations or partnerships, with fewer regulatory requirements and formalities. 3. Direct tax benefits. Simple tax filing. Business income and expenses are reported on the owner's personal tax return, simplifying the tax filing process. Deductible expenses. Sole proprietors can deduct business-related expenses, such as office supplies, travel, and equipment, from their taxable income. Disadvantages of a sole proprietorship. 1. Unlimited liability. Personal risk. The owner's personal assets, e.g., home, car, savings, are at risk if the business incurs debts or legal liabilities. This can pose significant financial risk. Legal exposure. Sole proprietors are vulnerable to legal claims and lawsuits, which can impact personal finances. 2. Limited access to capital financing challenges. Sole proprietorships may face difficulties in securing loans, attracting investors, or raising capital due to the perceived higher risk and lack of shared ownership. Growth limitations. Limited access to funding can constrain business growth and expansion opportunities. 3. Reliance on one individual continuity. Risk. The business heavily relies on the owner's skills, health, and availability. In the event of the owner's illness, incapacity, or death, the business may be at risk. Workload and stress. The sole proprietor bears the full workload and responsibility, which can lead to stress and burnout. Legal considerations. 1. Business name registration. Fictitious name, DBA. If operating under a name other than the owner's legal name, the business may need to register a fictitious business name, or doing business as, DBA, with local or state authorities. 2. Licensing and permits regulatory compliance. Depending on the industry and location, the business may require specific licenses or permits to operate legally. Renewals and updates. Regularly renew licenses and keep permits up to date to ensure compliance. 3. Record keeping accurate records. Maintain accurate financial records, including income, expenses, receipts, and invoices, to track business performance and comply with tax and regulatory requirements. Separate accounts. Consider maintaining separate bank accounts for business and personal finances to simplify accounting and minimize liability risks. 4. Insurance business insurance. Purchase business insurance, such as general liability insurance, professional liability insurance, or property insurance, to mitigate risks and protect against potential losses. Health and disability insurance. Consider personal health and disability insurance to ensure coverage in the event of illness or injury.